How's it going? Welcome to Blockchain Tech and Finance News. If you are on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. Again, this is Blockchain Tech and Finance News. I'm just going to be sharing out the stream here in a little bit. I'm going to open up the chat also for a little bit. So if you're on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, yeah, go give a follow, give a retweet, and yeah, like the stream and chat in there. Let me know what's going on, what kind of news you find interesting today. We're going to start with Market Watch. I'm just going to share the stream out a bit. Humans in Web3 founders. All right. There we go. Just gonna check my audio. All right, audio is good, ready to go, all that cool jazz. Okay, one more group to share this in. I typically won't be sitting here while like trying to read the news, but in the groove of things. All right, typically this will be at 7 a.m. EDT time zone each and every day. So again, Blockchain Tech and Finance News, smash the subscribe button every day live at 7 a.m. EDT. Also, you can search KinSAMURAI on OpenSea and Foundation. Follow on TikTok, KinToshi GG. Follow on Instagram, KinToshi GG. And follow on Twitch, KinToshi GG. And you probably hear my little crew of Lion Pack children waking up for the day as well. In the background, no worries. Let's go into some news here. First, we're going to also just look at the markets. Let's go. All right, so via Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 30,961.82, down $173.27 or 0.56%. With the DGIAF, down 0.7. S&P 500 down 0.78%. Nasdaq down 0.94%. Gold is down 0.13%. Silver is down 1.53%, and crude oil is up 0.35%. And gold is $1,675 per gold ounce. Troy ounce, I believe that is. FTSE 100 is up 0.14%. The DAX down 1.35%. The CAC 40 is down 1.08%. FTSE MIB down 0.70%. IBEX 35 is down 0.7%. Stock 600 is down 0.87%. In the Asia, that's the Euro markets. In the Asia Dow, in the Asia markets, we have Asia Dow down 0.87%. The Nikkei 225 is down 1.11%. Hang Seng is down 0.89%. Shanghai is down 2.3%. Sensex is down 1.82%, and Singapore is down 0.01%. On the FX, we got the euro down 0.22%, the yen down 0.19%, the pound down 0.61%, the Australia dollar down 0.21%, the DXY index up 0.13%, and the Wall Street Journal index, or IDX, if that's what that is, up 1.15%. On the rates market, we got the US 10-year up 0.0189%. Germany 10-year up 0.015%. 0.8. Or is this a penny? I think there's a penny, maybe Italia. I'm not sure if this is percent. I'm gonna skip the rates. We go into futures. The futures on gold is down 0.14%. So maybe it's not a time to buy right now on gold. And silver on the futures is down 1.45% on the futures betting. Gold is going to go down. Bitcoin is down 0.919%. So I was going to do a coin market cap on cryptos, but I think we'll just stick to the market watch on the global scales. So Bitcoin USD market is 19,798, down 0.19%. Ethereum USD $1,465.98, down 2.54%. XRP is 0.32 cents, down 0.44%. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Monero. Bitcoin Cash down 2.22%. Litecoin is down 2.17%, and Monero is up 0.87%. So for the news, first piece of news we're going to go on into here is we're going to go into NFT news for the markets. All right, let's get this going up there. Check the chats on the Jumbotron, nothing there. Let's go. All right, this next article is from CoinDesk. A Fortnite developer is launching NFTs. So Fortnite developer Epic Games Marketplace lists the first NFT game. Mythical Games Blanco's Block Party became the first blockchain-based game to become available on the Epic Games Store. So I've been seeing Blancos actually in ads and stuff. So maybe it's time that we can start going ahead and looking at the Epic Games Store for Blancos and doing it on live stream on Twitch. Or NFT gaming. The game marketplace for Fortnite. Let me see, make sure I got the stream up on the Jumbotron. There we go. All right. Yeah, point this mic up in my face, so fixing my posture. The game marketplace of Fortnite creator Epic Games has listed its first non-fungible token NFT powered Web3 title Mythical Games Blanco's Block Party, according to a press release. The release comes less than a year after Mythical Games raised $150 million in a Series C funding round at a 1.25 billion valuation. Blanco's Block Party is a free-to-play multiplayer game centered around unique collectible digital vinyl toys called Blancos, non-fungible tokens that can be bought, upgraded, and sold within the game. The game was co-developed by Mythical Games and Third Kind Games. Gala Games announced in June that it would bring its Web3 games to 194 million users of the Epic Game Store, but the studio's first title, Grit, is still listed as coming soon on the marketplace. That's another one I'm going to be playing on stream as well, is Gala Grit. So here we go. Was it the whole article? Yeah. So Fortnite developer Epic Games Marketplace lists the first NFT game. Why is this important? Well, we have more industry central AAA studios and game platforms and games themselves becoming NFT games on central marketplaces and the central view of a large industry of gamers. That's why that's important. So we have to have like use of adoption. So the case, how NFTs and all this blockchain stuff going to really succeed? Well, it has to have adoption of technology use among more industry standards, and this is just the start. So I've been watching NFTs and crypto and blockchain kind of crawl on the knees like a baby over the past 4 or 5 years, and it just seems like we're just starting to kind of walk, and larger industry entities stepping in, essentially among gaming is what I see. And the art, a lot of more central figures in art entering into gaming. Art, NFT art. Stop the ad. So this is from CoinDesk. This is in the policy section of. This is also. So this first piece of news was NFT. Now we're in cryptocurrency news. So SEC Gensler's, this is blockchain news. We're going NFT, blockchain, cryptocurrency news, things like that, technology and finance. SEC's Gensler signals extra scrutiny for proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies report. Speaking after the merge, but not specifically about Ethereum, SEC Chair Gary Gensler said proof-of-stake cryptos could be investment contracts that subject them to security regulations. Again, I'm not going to play the video, this 4-minute long video. You can check all of these source article links in the description box below on the YouTube recap. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission SEC Chair Gary Gensler on Thursday said that state cryptocurrencies may be subject to federal securities regulations, repeating a pro-oversight stance in the wake of Ethereum's transition to just such a method. According to the Wall Street Journal, Gensler said that proof-of-stake POS blockchains, which generate new coins for inventors who pool their holdings, take on investment contract-like attributes that could bring them under his agency's purview. He said he wasn't talking about a specific coin, according to the journal. Still, the comments, which came hours after Ethereum completed its proof-of-stake transition via the merge, indicate that the milestone tech upgrade may carry greater ramifications for the second most popular blockchain than simply cutting its energy usage. As a proof-of-work chain, its native Ether token was one of only two cryptos, the other being Bitcoin, clearly defined as a commodities by federal regulators. So that's this article here. This was written by Danny Nelson, writer for CoinDesk. SEC's chair Gensler signals extra scrutiny for proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies. So that's just all he's saying. Brief little report there. So bringing up the next article here and keep on going. Again, if you're in the chat, let me know what's in the chat. You can have your comments in chat featured right here up on the stream. Next piece of news we have is from CNBC. Stock market futures open to basically kind of a bit of a windfall. Down futures tumble 200 points and head for a big losing week as FedEx shares drop 19%. So we got a video here. But yeah, this is from writer Sarah Min for CNBC. In finance, U.S. stock futures fell on Friday as Wall Street headed toward a big losing week, and traders absorbed an ugly earnings warning from FedEx about the global economy. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures dropped by 223 points or 0.7%. S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 futures declined 0.8% and 0.9% respectively. On Thursday, the Dow dropped 173 points or 0.56% for its lowest close since July 14th. Shares of FedEx plunged 19% after the shipments company withdrew its full-year guidance and said it will implement cost-cutting initiatives to contend with soft global shipment volumes as the global economy significantly worsened. The three major averages were on pace to notch their fourth losing week in 5 as a comeback rally looks increasingly like a bear market bounce. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has declined 3.7% this week, while the S&P 500 is down 4.08%. Is 4.08% lower. The Nasdaq Composite is down 4.62%, heading towards its worst weekly loss since June. The bulk of the losses came on Tuesday, following a surprisingly hot reading in August Consumer Price Index report, with the Dow losing 1,200 points in its worst decline in 2 years. So you can see some more article here on analyst bail on FedEx. All right, so yeah, looking a little grim there. All right, the next piece of news we're going to be going into here, I'm going to bring up here. Forget the ad. It's from India Express News, and this is technology news on the scary reality of cryptocurrency scams on Instagram. So this is important, I feel, because who uses Instagram? Well, still they're kind of migrating over to more, but it's just as prevalent on TikTok. So it's kind of just an all-in-on cautions sort of tech caution. You see something here. So, the reality of cryptocurrency scams on Instagram. Cryptocurrency scams on Instagram, they promise free tokens or secret tips on how to get rich quick from Bitcoin or another altcoin. Cryptocurrency scams promise free tokens. Image 25-year-old so 25-year-old student based in another country woke up in Poon, I'm not sure what that is, woke up to a DM on Instagram from her friend Sonali, who's from school. Excited, she responded to her friends chatting about life and joy as friends do. but then Sonali switched the conversation to crypto and how it changed her life completely. Intrigued by the investment advice, she, in the eagerness to earn quick money, led Casby to inquire about the lucrative deal. She, Sonali, said it is pretty simple. You just have to change your email address that is linked to your Instagram to an email address that she, Sonali, sent. She recounted. Things took a turn as soon as the email address was changed. Casby's account was hacked and started posting fake screenshots on her profile on how Casby became wealthy after getting investment advice from Anna, the alleged crypto scammer. The hacker even started posting her photos with fake bank account statements, duping her followers to invest their money into a scam token. Upon calling Sonali, Casby understood that her friend's account was also hacked. This seems like a chain reaction of scams, Casby added. And Srouces, 27, a Jaipur-based stock market trader, had a different story to tell. Like Casby, he too received a message on Instagram, a self-proclaimed crypto trading expert who asked him to invest in Binance, which is a popular crypto exchange. After the conversation, invested in a new token on Binance, but the catch was the link that the scammer sent was not of Binance, but of a fake crypto exchange that posed as Binance to Srouces. He lost it RS 10,000 and never got any crypto in his wallet. Cryptocurrencies on Instagram are new rage. They come with the promise of free tokens or insider trader tips on how to get rich quick from coin or another altcoin. While many of these are just laughable attempts at getting your personal information to steal personal identity and data, some are more convincing than others. But one that stands out is the Bitcoin giveaway scam. The premise is simple. An account promises to give you a certain amount of Bitcoin if you send them a small to claim the free cryptocurrency. Scammers often use stolen photos to look legitimate, worryingly. While most legitimate exchanges and wallets don't have a presence on Instagram, scammers have started creating fake accounts to trick people into falling into their schemes. Unfortunately, there is no surefire way to avoid being scammed on Instagram. However, you can do a few things to increase your chances of avoiding a sketchy situation. First and foremost, be sure to double check to ensure it's legitimate. It's very important to remember that anyone can fall for an Instagram scam. Even the most tech-savvy people fall for scams, and anyone can be scammed. In fact, the people who fall for scams the most tend to be younger people who aren't quite as savvy when it comes to spotting scams. Finally, don't be afraid to report scammers and suspicious accounts on Instagram. You can do this by tapping the three dots icon on their post or profile and choosing report, Surajit Mujumber, a cybersecurity expert, said. Another thing to be wary of is fake accounts reposting actual posts made by legitimate businesses. A lot of these are made by bots who collect likes and comments from fake accounts. If you see an ad promoting an ICO, Bitcoin, or another cryptocurrency, don't click it. Most of these ads are made for the sole purpose of tricking you into handing over personal information, and clicking on them will only lead you to malicious sites that could steal your data. In the end, though, the best way to avoid falling for a scam is to search for legitimate sources and verify the information you're reading. When it comes to cryptocurrency, knowing how it works, how to invest in it, and how to keep your money safe is essential. Furthermore, sticking to verified news and publications, especially when it comes to investing in crypto, can help you avoid falling victim to a scam. So there's some of the things going on Instagram. So definitely take caution in the markets. Do your own research, due diligence of research. And yeah, just always be careful. You don't really need to feel like you ever need to trust anything. Definitely trust anything you see or read right off the bat. That seems to be too good to be true, because it's most likely not. It will lead you to people trying to steal our money. So also just keep DMs off, and Discord, Twitter, Instagram. Leave it to friends and followers that you know and connect with on a daily basis, to who can send you a DM like that. Those platforms. All right, so the next piece of news we have here is from Finance News. Ukraine's tech scene. This is technology news. Ukraine's tech scene after Russia invasion. So let's go into this article here. So Ukraine's tech scene finds creative ways to do business amid a full-scale war. When the Russian... Am I up on... Yes. I turn these ads off. No one wants to see these ads. Even watch Showtime. Ukraine's tech scene finds creative ways to do business amid a full-scale war. This is from Alexandra Garfinkel, senior reporter for Yahoo Finance. When the Russian invasion of Ukraine began in February, Ukrainian venture capitalist Nathan K's priorities shifted overnight. K, who's CEO of a crypto-focused VC firm, mempool vendors, had new problems. Instead of growth for his company and his employees, the immediate term became all about survival. Each and every member of our team will never be the same as before, K told Yahoo Finance. Not only did it change how we invested, but how we managed our team. As the invasion began, K also serves as a senior partner at a blockchain accelerator, Applicature adjusted his company's HR practices to support a workforce in wartime. Mempool and its portfolio companies moved dozens of employees across the country, from the eastern parts of Ukraine to the safer west. In some cases, K's companies even helped employees move abroad. But the changes couldn't be as simple as relocation. The lives of Ukrainian tech workers were in as much upheaval as the state of their startups. So K began hiring coaches and psychologists to work with employees and encourage founders to spearhead charity initiatives, including one with $1 million buy-in from Ethereum co-founder Gavin Woods. Companies need to be rebuilt. K's story is far from the only one of its kind. As the war's gone on for more than 6 months, Ukrainian tech has pivoted. Today, a once thriving ecosystem of tech companies, VCs, startups, and workers has gone from growing to surviving. Pre-war, Ukraine's buzzy tech sector had been expanding rapidly. In 2021, the IT space in Ukraine grew by nearly 36% year over year, hitting 6.8 billion in exports, according to a report by IT Ukrainian IT Ukrainian Association. All right. Additionally, high-profile names in big tech from Amazon to Samsung fostered their bustling Ukrainian outposts as the country's startup scene flourished, producing well-known names like cloud-based typing startup Grammarly and open-source leader GitLab. However, as the war's gone on, the tech sector's options have narrowed, leading to the emergence of grassroots efforts like the Ukrainian Tech Circle, an alliance of investors and companies helping startups to make it through the war. Innumerable startups have been beaten down by the war, and many haven't survived at all, according to Nina Levchuk, who's a startup and VC lead at Google and Ukrainian Tech Circle co-founder. Many startups and companies that were very early stage unfortunately just didn't survive, said Levchuk. They were forced to shut down, but their talent and their operational teams are still there. Companies need to be rebuilt while getting the resources that connect them to the European markets. That connection to European markets has been and will continue to be important as Ukrainian tech finds its future. For now, there's evidence that Ukrainian tech has been resilient. For example, about 77% of Ukrainian tech companies have onboarded new clients during the war, according to data cited by Tufts University. Nevertheless, as the war drags on, VCs and experts told Yahoo Finance in different ways the same thing. Though many startups and companies have carried out their businesses successfully, the margin for error is shrinking. Resilience and what's next. The startups that have made it, and in many cases, had to evolve substantially, pivoting their business models, especially in high-regulated businesses, Levchuk said. One such startup that had to shift its gears completely when the war started was Zebra AI, an AI-focused 3D processing company. Until the very last moment, we did not believe there could be a full-scale war in Europe in the 21st century, Alex Petreno, Zebra AI CEO and co-founder, told Yahoo Finance. Nevertheless, we were preparing for such a possibility. Thanks to that, we successfully evacuated our team to safer regions of the country in the first days of the full-scale Russian invasion. From there, it was a matter of finding workflows that were operational. Much of Zebra's AI team relocated from Kyiv. About 8% of the company's workforce stayed behind, and the deadline shifted back as the company adapted. By March, the company had managed to sell a record number of licenses. War be damned. Overall, war delayed our plans for a few weeks, but did not disrupt them completely, Petrenko said. We've now hit a new phase where the war has gone on long enough that communicating with employees about the constantly evolving situation is a challenge of its own. Kay has realized that this long-term informational support is its own task. We set a separational tactical group inside our team that is taking care of war-related questions and requests, he told Yahoo Finance. For Ukrainians, there's been good news recently. This month, Ukrainian notched substantial victories in pushing back Russian forces in the eastern and southern parts of the country. Troops have recaptured more than 6,000 square kilometers, about 2,700 317 square miles from Russian forces in recent weeks. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said this week, Zelensky even visited the reclaimed city of Izium, I'm not sure, much of which has been reportedly destroyed. Still, for Ukrainian tech, emergency relief remains key, said Levchuk. She also stressed that Ukraine's considerable tech expertise and resources have and will continue to be valuable across Europe, adding another layer of hope for the future of the country's tech sector. It's very competitive and challenging in Europe to find the great technical resources that Ukraine has much of, she said. All right, so this is Yahoo Finance here. Again, from writer Alexandra Garfinkel. In Ukrainian's tech scene finds creative ways to do business amid a full-scale war. All right, we have one more article here. I'm going to close out the stream for the day. So yeah, if you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications here to Blockchain, Tech, and Finance News. Let's go right into the next article here. Let's go. So this is from Wired. Make sure it's up on the Jumbotron. There it is. VR. This is from Wired. Yeah, this is from last piece of technology news here on Blockchain, Tech, and Finance. VR is struggling to grow out of its awkward phase. This week we talk about the Sony VR2, the still secret next headset, and how virtual reality technology needs to improve to earn mainstream acceptance. Sony has been hailed as the next big thing in tech. It's pure escapism. Strap on a headset and immersion yourself into a different world. At least it would be easy to truly immerse yourself into the headset if the headsets were comfier to wear, less awkward to use, and a little cooler looking. As on as they are, the technology inside them is actually pretty good. The latest headset to make news is Sony's PlayStation VR2. It's the first update to the PSVR in 6 years. The Sony gave us a preview of the device as it nears an official release next year. We're also expecting to hear details soon about Meta's newly beefed up Oculus headset that aims to hook you into the company's weird metaverse. This week on Gadget Lab, Wired staff writer Boone Ashworth joins us to talk about his experience trying the PSVR. That's next for Meta and Oculus. What's next for Meta and Oculus, and whether dying in VR means you die in real life. Okay, this is so that if you want to listen to this podcast here, it's right there. The show notes, read Boone's impressions, so you can read them here. And Boone recommends the book Paradise. Mike recommends the game Johann Sebastian Joust. Lauren recommends breakfast salads for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. That was really random, but how to listen, you can always listen to this week's podcast. So, it's a podcast here. So it is stating that there's a podcast here. So if you find this interesting, it's going to talk about how VR is struggling to get out of its phase. So VR is a new marketplace. And on tomorrow's Blockchain, Tech, and Finance News, I will go ahead and look up some more technology status on the VR marketplace, as well as interconnection with Meta and the Oculus that's going to be rolling out. I'll look up more articles about that to read through tomorrow. Also, I'll have the news for cryptocurrency, blockchain, NFTs, tech, and finance in general on what's going on in relevancy to the weekend starting tomorrow. I don't do streams on Sunday, so have a great and awesome restful day on Sunday, fun day. I will be back on Monday at 5 a.m. on Space with Twitter Space running, as well as I'll be doing this stream at 7 a.m. so we can talk on Space and read the news and chill, have speakers up on stage. All right, so that's all for today. If you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications here to Blockchain, Tech, and Finance News. I will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. EDT time. Smash the subscribe button here to Blockchain, Tech, and Finance News. Also, you can find me on KinsArt on OpenSea and Foundation for my NFT art. Follow on TikTok, KinToshi follow on Instagram, KinToshi and follow on Twitch, KinToshi to watch and or see extra content there. Cheers, y'all. Have a great and safe day. Ciao. Peace be with you.